Hi guys, welcome to the very first After School Art. Today I thought we'd make something very simple. My whole idea behind this is it's just things that you can do after school with stuff that you might have lying around the house, so that you don't have to go out and buy anything fancy, you don't have to buy any expensive stuff. It's just usually just pens, paper, scissors, and today though we have pegs, these wooden pegs that you can get from the supermarket. So they're very simple, and this is what we're going to be making today. This is my zombie peg Brains, and you can see he's really simply made, but he's quite cute. So over here we also have things like vampires. This is a half finished female zombie. Look at her eyelashes. This is one that's been done by my son, and it's his knight. He rides a horse, and on that horse is the knight, and you take off this, and unfortunately he's been sliced by a sword. Kind of cool. So we've got that, and then my favourite one, I'm not going to show you how to make them all, but these are just some great ideas that you can use with the pegs. And the last one is a guillotine. So here's the peg person, and if you look very carefully, there's the guillotine, and it slices his head off. So kind of gross, but it was Halloween the other night, so we may as well go with that. But today I thought we'd learn how to make this one here. Very, very simple. So let's get started. Hi guys, let's get started. We've got today just a fine point Sharpie, which these are around $2 that you can get them from the shops. We also have over here a Vivid marker, and we've also got some scissors, some felt pens, and just a peg. So here's our peg guy. To make this one here, which is our Brains zombie, really, really simple. Now you don't have to do this, but these are always fun to make into anything that you ever like. So this one here, just a couple of eyes. Now sometimes you get bits of grain that come up in the pegs, and you can see the Sharpie will dribble through that, but so that's kind of cool. It kind of looks creepy, so I'm going to put some eyelashes down there to sort of cover that up. Now you can do whatever sort of your mouth you want. I'm going to do a big line across like this, and then put some eyeballs in. This guy has one black one, and I'm going to try and do one bright coloured one. So you can see his face is starting to take shape. Now the other thing that this zombie one has is big cuts all the way across. He's been in many, many fights. I don't know what zombies do because they're not real, so I'm just going to make this up as I go. And these are just quick ideas that you can do when you just want to come home from school, and instead of going on a screen, use your brain a little bit more. So over like that, 2, 3, starting to look kind of creepy. Now I don't know what colour zombies are, so I've always done mine green, because like I said, zombies ain't real. So you just start colouring them in very simply. Doesn't have to be perfect, because the thing about art is that we always compare ourselves to people, and we always go, oh, but that one's looks so perfect. And I wanted to show you that art can be fun, and it doesn't have to be perfect. The things that you see on YouTube and all those sorts of things, a lot of them are adults just making art, and they're not really for kids. They're just the artists wanting to show off what they can do. So this is just how you can do this at home. So here we go. Green, and I might do some green down the body as well. Now these felt pens are just really simple felt pens from the supermarket or like a cheap shop. You don't have to have the fancy ones unless you're wanting to do really fancy stuff. Just buy these ones. I think these were about $3. So there we go. Now this zombie here has a red eye, and then I dot some blood around it. Whoa. And these are just dots. They just sort of make it stand out a little more, make it look kind of creepier. Here we go. Poor old guy, he's been through the wars. Look at this go. There we go. Lots more dots. And so you notice I didn't go all the way down with the, I didn't go all the way down to there, because if you look at this, there's a space in the middle. You can colour it in, that's fine, but I just sort of decided to do something a little bit different. And I couldn't be bothered colouring all of it in. I did some sort of guts and bits hanging around there, but that's his wee top that you can do. So I also did down the legs. So just grab a pen, colour these in. There you go. And maybe give him some more cuts because, you know, zombies. So here we have it. Our beginnings of our zombie with the brains. Now, to make the top that we have here, all you need is just a little bit of paper and grab a strip of it. So I've just cut that out, and it's just, you know, standard paper that you get, and I'll roll it around, and then you cut it to the size that you need. So that's my size there, and then I'm gonna make it look all jaggedy and ragged. So let's cut some of these out like that, and then we'll take that, and I just got some cut felt pens, and I actually might have used one of those twistable markers with those just to make it sort of stand out. So I'm going to do a bit of green. And the thing with colouring in, with some things you want it to be perfect, and then in other ones you just don't. You just can't be bothered. So this is a quick and easy brain refresher for after school, because I know after school your brains just sort of go, no, I don't want to work. So here we go. You also notice that I've put down paper on my table because I don't want to kill my table. It's dead enough as it is. It's had glue on it from my kids, but here we go. And we'll put a wee bit of blood around the top. And that way, when I put the paper down, it means that I can just go over the edges and I'm not going to worry about breaking, ruining things. So here we go. Now, I'm just going to have to go and get the glue, which is what I forgot. I always forget things. So I got the glue stick. This is the glue stick that I use. It's just a one from the supermarket. And just glue along one edge of it. And then wrap it just around. You want it to be able to move, really. There it goes. Oh, it's a bit short today. I might need to fill them up. We could have it down there like that. It's completely up to you, but I think I might have mine up higher and just give him some longer legs, because you don't want his bum to show. There you go. Now on my other guy, you'll notice I drew some wee arms in there, but you could actually just cut some out of paper and have them sticking out, or if you've got things like pipe cleaners, you might want to be able to do that. Or I'm just going to draw mine in because I'm feeling lazy and I just want to have a quick wee play with these afterwards. I don't want to muck around for forever. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Put up some scratches. He's got a ragged sort of top there. Now you notice with my other one I did some guts in the middle, so I might do that. Some guts falling out of him. Ah! Poor old guy. Kind of glad zombies aren't real. I wouldn't want to meet one of them in the street. So here we go. And the last thing was I did brains, because that's what he's wanting to yell out. So just grabbing your other piece of paper that you use to do the top with, take that, draw a wee speech bubble, And what will I say in this one? I think I'll say brains as well. So B, R. I'm doing it in large letters because he's yelling. He wants food. Brains. There you go. And just cutting that out. Learning to use scissors is actually quite a good skill to learn, I reckon, because when you get older, there's a lot of times that you need to use scissors. So I've just got a wee tape dispenser here. Here we go. I'll put that to one side so you can see. And you don't have to have it coming straight out of the mouth. What I've done is I've bent this here, and I might bend it a little more, and I put the tape across there. Now, the thing with tape dispensers is that they do them quite big, don't they? So let's just get rid of that. And tape them on. I use this invisible tape that you can get from the supermarkets nowadays, or your craft stores. It means it just doesn't sort of show up. So here we have it, our little zombie dudes. One from the other day, one from today. You can keep adding to them. I would sit there and look at this one and go, what else can I do to it? Completely up to you, or if you really wanted to, you could make yourself a vampire. I thought this one might be cool to hang from a Christmas tree. Maybe not. Depends on what your family's like. And yeah, have fun, enjoy yourself, and see you next time on After School Art.